Good morning, guys. I'm in Munich, Germany right now. It's absolutely beautiful out here, and I want to talk a little bit about business. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the church bells going off. They're pretty loud, but going and visiting other countries and looking at other cultures has really changed my perception on a lot of things. And it's really nice to be able to do that and have the opportunity to just travel around however I want, whenever I want, wherever I want. And so I want to talk about that for a second, because a lot of people don't understand how to live this lifestyle, and they want to live this lifestyle. And the way that they can live this lifestyle is by creating more financial freedom, which allows them to have more freedom in their schedule because they're able to take time off work. See, money in itself is going to allow you to have freedom. Money doesn't do anything but give you freedom. And there are certain situations where you might become obsessed with money. You might become tied down to what your job is, and that's not a good thing. And we want to stay away from that. But in a realistic manner, if you're making $250,000 a year, you can afford to take a week off. You can afford to take some time off and go on a vacation for 2 weeks, and you can afford that vacation and have a nice vacation while you're, doing those things. So money gives you freedom. And the first thing that people think is, oh, you must have money because you're able to travel and you're able to do all these things. I just got back from South America, and now I'm going to, I'm here in Munich. And then after I'm done that, I'm going on like 4 or 5 more trips. And so the first thing people think is, okay, first off, the airfare is expensive, the hotels are expensive, the eating out is expensive, and obviously you're not working as well. So you're not making income, and you're spending more money because you're eating out every day, and you're not living in your home, and you're paying rent there, and you're paying rent here in terms of Airbnbs and hotel costs. It's just a lot of money. And that's the first thing that people think. And you're right, it is a lot of money. But there's something behind that you got to understand. And it's important to understand this, because if you want to grow in business, you've got to understand why people join a business. People don't join a business for the money. Okay, that's the wrong mindset. People don't join a business because it makes a lot of money. There's a lot of businesses out there that can make you money, but people don't join them. There's a lot of jobs out there that might pay you a lot, but people don't join them. And it's because the number one thing that people join an organization or a business or a certain career for is the lifestyle that it provides. The lifestyle. So if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to, generate a large stream of income, the number one thing you have to do is systematize your business, whatever it is. And that's not even the hard part, right? People think that, everything has to be very complex. And because human beings are very complex in their thoughts and processes, we believe that business and life has to be complex. But the reality is it doesn't need to be, okay? You are complex, but the things around you don't need to be. So systems aren't hard. The first thing that I'll tell people is, if you want to make a lot of money, you've got to be able to make a little bit of money yourself. So let's say you're in a sales position. Let's say you have a power washing company. Okay, maybe it's just you. Maybe you have a car detailing service. Maybe you're an insurance agent. Maybe you're a real estate agent. You've got to learn to make a little bit of money by yourself. And what I mean by a little bit of money, it doesn't necessarily even mean 6 figures. It could be 70,000. It could be 60,000. Okay, it doesn't need to be 6 figures. You just got to show that you can make money by yourself. Because look, whether you like it or not, people talk on the internet about, how much money they're making, and people think that $50,000 is not a lot of money. $50,000 is a lot of money, okay? The average household income in the United States is $52,000. So for anybody saying like, oh, this isn't a lot of money, yes, it may not be a lot of money subjectively, but it's definitely an amount of money that you can live with. So don't fall into all the perception and how the world thinks of, oh, this is not livable, this is not sustainable, I got to make 6 figures right off the rip. That's not true, okay? You've got to understand that you have to make a little bit of money first. You have to be able to generate 50,000, 70,000, 60,000, whatever it is, doing what you're doing solo. And maybe you work for an organization, and what you have to look for is, this business must be scalable. It must be something where you can plug in systems and processes for. And more than anything, this is the part where people miss. You must be willing to scale yourself up in your mindset, in your mentorship, in your ability to teach people things. Let me get into that in a second here. So let's say I'm an insurance agent. I run a financial services firm. I can talk about this because I know the process. If you're an insurance agent, you've got to be making, let's say, $60,000, $70,000 a year writing insurance business. That means you're buying leads, you're working referrals, you're calling and talking to people, and you're selling insurance, and you're making, $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Now, the average income for an insurance agent in the United States is something like $30,000 to $40,000, right? So if you're in that bracket, that's not even bad either. You're showing that you can make money in a business. It's just your ability to live, okay? That's important. So if you're making $60,000 to $70,000, right, you need to show that income. So you got to first make that money, and then you got to be able to show it to somebody. Now, the way you show it is the most important part. That's the most important part for becoming successful. It's the way you live. People will join your organization and they'll follow you because of the way you live. Now, what does this mean? Does it mean to go rent a Lambo? Does this mean to go finance a Ferrari on 2 balloon payments? Like, no, that's not what that means. It's the way you live. So the $70,000 that you're making, the $60,000 that you're making, you've got to spend it very carefully. And the biggest thing I can tell you to do is to invest in yourself. Spend it on things that grow you as a person. So what do I mean by this? Invest in books, invest in courses, invest in coaching, invest in the gym, invest in your health. People are going to listen to you if you listen to yourself and you're living a healthy, clean, disciplined life. I can't state this enough. The guy that looks good, that's living well, that has, a lot of good things happening around him, he's going to be able to bring you into business a lot more than someone that's overweight, not living a good life, doesn't have, intimate relationships or, women in his life. Like, he's not going to be an attractive person to follow. When people join an organization, you've got to understand subliminally they want to be you. They want to live like you. They want to dress like you. They want to eat like you. They want to travel like you. They want to fuck the girls you fuck. Maybe not the exact ones, but the same caliber. That's the lifestyle they want to live, especially men. Men will join you in an organization, in a process, if they see you around attractive women, living a certain lifestyle and attracting these relationships in your lifestyle. I'm keeping it real with you. Freud was definitely right about a lot of things when it comes to psychology, and men are motivated sexually. Now, women, right? Women will join you in an organization, typically, this is very generalistic, if you are showing them stability, if you are showing them freedom, if you are showing them the ability for them to elevate themselves in certain ways. And it's the same thing for women. If you're a guy that's disciplined, that's living a healthy life, that is not engaging in toxicity, and has attractive women around him, young women and women that want to be in that lifestyle are going to be attracted to you naturally. That's just how it goes. And then you can convert them into the business, into whatever your sales organization is. No foul play, but just keeping it real. People fail to understand this. People think that you just got to show numbers and paychecks and that's why people will come work for you. No, people come work at an organization for the lifestyle, for the culture, and for really the freedom and the mindset that they can learn from the business. People come and work in my organizations and get close to me because of the mindset that I have and the lifestyle that I live. So when people want to come work for an organization that I have, they understand that they can travel, they have a little bit of freedom, they have access to me. Like when things go wrong, people will call me and say, hey, what do I do here? If there's legal trouble, if there's health problems, a lot of times I'm the first person that people call. When people have their animals sick, when people have somebody in the hospital, they call me first. And it's because I've acquired that mindset for mentorship. I'm not the best at it by any means. I really am not. There's a lot of people I look up to, and there's a lot of people that are better than me. That's just the reality of life, and in a lot of aspects of life. But at least I know a little bit more than those people, and I can kind of calm them down and guide them. That's important to have. You need to have people in your life that you can run to and vent to and kind of lean on when things get bad. Everybody needs that. And a lot of times when they join an organization, they're looking for that. Because when all the money is gone or when all the money is there, you're still going to have problems in life. Money doesn't solve all your problems. It helps you if you know what to do with it, but it doesn't just by nature solve your problems. So you still got to have people that can coach you and guide you and help you deal with things, right? You have all the money in the world. Trust me, I have a lot of clients with ThoughtCast and what I do that have a lot of money. Some of these guys are making over 10 figures a year. Seriously, they're ballers. They still have relationship problems. They still have issues with their family. They still have health concerns. And, no amount of money is going to solve that unless they apply it in the right ways. And a lot of times the money's not the solution in these situations. It's really the mindset they have to, get to. But the money helps them get the solution because they're paying for my coaching. They're getting access to me. And I'm kind of walking them through the situation. You see how that works? So you want to grow a bigger organization. You've got to, number one, make money, $60,000, $70,000 a year. Then you've got to show people a lifestyle. You've got to get in the gym. You've got to live a disciplined lifestyle. People aren't going to listen to you unless you listen to yourself. And nobody gets up every day and says, hey, I want to be a little bit heavier today. I want my bank account to be a little bit more, I want the digits to be smaller today. They don't say that. They always want more growth in their finances, more growth in their fitness, more growth in their health. And we want to maintain and stabilize our mindset. And so the people that are doing that are going to naturally attract people towards them. And then when they show that stability, that income, and that lifestyle, that's what gets people in. And then you just rinse and repeat. The first person that you bring into your business, the first person that you're going to coach is always going to be the hardest, and you're always going to make mistakes. It's the truth, right? So the first person that I brought in my business, I didn't, he's still with me, to be honest with you. And like, I've definitely made a lot of mistakes in front of him. I haven't always done the right things in front of him, and, we're very good friends. But at the end of the day, I've gotten better with coaching people and working with people. But he saw me make a little bit of money, and he stuck it out. And, obviously, as the business has grown, he's seen me make more and more money. And he's obviously brought people into the business, and I brought people into the business, and that's how it's grown. So let's say you have a company. Let's say you have a real estate brokerage. You've got to learn to sell a little bit of real estate first. And then you show people, hey, this is how I made $70,000 this year. You can do it too. And this is the lifestyle I live. I'm disciplined. I'm waking up every day. I'm going to the gym. Let's crush our workout together. Let's go grab coffee. Let's go not grab a drink at the bar. Let's go grab a water. I'm serious. I do this stuff. And people think I'm weird. And the people that think that I'm weird, right? Most people do. They're the ones they might take a meeting, they may not. If some people say no to grabbing a water with me, I know they're not genuinely interested in my lifestyle. But even the people that are like alcoholics that drink and that can't not have a drink, if they like my lifestyle, they're going to come grab a water with me. They're going to avoid that drink and grab a water with me. Seriously, because they like my lifestyle that much. Who doesn't want to wake up and travel every single day? Who doesn't want to have the freedom and flexibility to do whatever they want? Who doesn't want to be able to buy their mom their dream car and pay for things for their family and take care of people? Who doesn't want to be able to support their friend's business? Right? Nobody. Like everybody wants to be able to do that. But at the same time, there are things that people don't want to do. People don't want to work long hours and be stressed out and be yelled at and live in a lifestyle. Like I don't care how much money you're making if you're not living a good lifestyle. I don't care. You be making millions. If you're not living a good lifestyle, if you don't have, quality people around you that are disciplined, that are taking care of their health, if you are not eating clean food, if you are not, engaging in the right habits, like you could be making $5 million a year, hypothetically. But if you're going out partying every night, hanging around toxic people, gambling, doing drugs, like I don't even want to work with you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to associate with you. Like I don't want that. Now, a younger version of me might want that because I wanted that lifestyle back then when my mindset wasn't disciplined. But now that it is, I can't even step into that process of thinking, hey, I want to work for this person. It's just not going to happen. But the person that's making, let's say $3 million a year, right? He's got a disciplined lifestyle. He might not be making as much as this guy that's making 5. Let's say he makes 50, this $50 million guy, right? He's making 50. The guy that's making 3 million, who's doing the right things, I'd rather work with him. I'd rather partner with him. I'd rather engage in a business that he has because he's living a lifestyle that I want to live. I know guys, buddies of mine, right, that are balling out with on a budget, right? They make a good amount of money and they live a very, very good lifestyle. They've got a lot of women around them. They're eating good food. They're constantly doing new things. I'm like, I'd rather work with you than someone that's in corporate America per se, living in a high-rise apartment and a little bit overweight, not disciplined. Like I'd rather work with someone that's living a good lifestyle. So lifestyle is the number one thing that attracts people towards you. And so if you want to grow a business, if you want to grow an organization, if you want to be able to travel the world, do whatever you want to do, you've got to look at your lifestyle first. You have to clean up your eating. You have to clean up your habits. It all starts with your habits every day. Your habits are what dictate your success. If you've got good habits, you're going to have a lot of success in life. If you have bad habits, you're going to not have a lot of success. It's like 7, 8 a.m. in Germany right now. I just killed a workout in my room here. And, I don't know who's up and who's not, but we were out drinking till like 2 a.m. last night, straight up, right? I still got up. I pounded some water. I'm still hitting the gym. I'm going to try to make as many good choices as I can today. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm here for, friend's bachelor party. I got some business down here as well. But, it's all about making the right decisions. I don't ever want to regress. I don't ever want to go backwards. So the workout I killed today was a lot harder than I normally do because I know I'm probably going to be, out and about with my buddies. I probably know that I'm not going to be as disciplined. So I've got to overcompensate in certain ways to maintain that lifestyle. But, people on social media are going to see me posting about where I'm at, what I'm doing, And the reason they're going to want to work with me is not because I'm flexing a Rolls Royce or anything like that. It's because I have that lifestyle. And they're going to see it for all of 23. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be going anywhere I can for work, for exploration purposes, for vacation, for networking. And, when you get to this level and you make that money, and yeah, it is expensive. You're not paying, not just your rent. You're paying Airbnbs, you're paying hotels, you're eating out. You got to pay a dog sitter. It's a lot of stuff. You can do all this stuff. So hope this makes sense. Focus on your lifestyle and everything will come to you.